Hey, what is up, guys? Bloody Actor here. Just as a disclaimer, you may hear some noise in the background, so bear with me. Today, I'm gonna be talking about the modern day education system and its effects and my own personal opinion on the issue. So, if you want a brief history on the education system, you can check a site called the Trumpet. They've got some good info and I might embed the link on the video below. So what I found out is modern education system was a pagan thing by a guy called Plato. So like I said, if you want to check it out, you can check it out. It's just really long and I don't want to bore you with the details. So the modern education system has more bad side effects than good, because I really think we live in a state of mediocrity because of the education system that we all went through. We are all taught to study for tests and study for things that don't even matter. We just told to study, study, study. And I think that's why we have a lot of mediocre people who are not even good at their jobs or just doing things for the sake of doing, people who, because they passed on a certain topic, they just decide I'm gonna go work there. It's the only option I got. So it's really not good. So that's why I decided to talk about this thing. And I know I'm not the first one to talk about it, but I'm talking about it in my own personal view. So what are the negative, or what are the side effects that I found out from the education system? um, the modern day education system creates docile workers or docile people. Docile meaning easily controlled, easily manipulated, just people who work without question. Okay, so we found out that when people grow up, their dreams tend to fall away because we realize that we live in a world where if you don't have a white collar job or if you ain't working, that your life is not worth it. So this is a major side effect of education as a whole, the education system. And I'm not saying that all education systems are bad. I think there's some good countries which have the best education system. I will just recommend at the end of the video. So willing workers, people who just work and wait for holidays and Friday, that's the state of mediocrity I was talking about. People who just work, they don't question why they work. Some of them don't even love what they do, they just work because they've gotta work. I don't know where that notion came from, but it's not a good thing. The other point is people tend not to think independently. I'm sure you've noticed when you're around people, you don't make good decisions, or your mind is or your mind tends to be influenced easily, and this is a result of the education system because we all grouped up together. We all think we're the same. We all think we have similar capabilities because you got the same grade as your partner. That is really bad, really not good. Actually, I think the education system doesn't even promote individualism. You see, a lot of people are just sheep. They follow what they're told. If a new trend comes up, they follow because that thing was instilled in them as early as they came onto this earth through the education system, and it's a very bad side effect. So what's the other thing I found? Promotes social divide. And by this I mean it creates this notion that some people think they're better than others, or maybe you're walking down the streets and you see a homeless beggar. Some people tend to think, it's because they never went to school. Well, I'm here to question you and I'm here to correct you. Forgive me for that. But you don't know. Personally, I had that disease also, that condition. But nowadays, I don't judge because I don't know the story behind people who think that because they went to school, that's why they're successful. But the truth is, yeah, there might be a truth to that, but you don't know everyone's story. You may see that guy begging over there, but you don't know what happened to him. Maybe went halfway to university and he lacked money. But one way or another, it's not good to judge and to see this is an effect of the education system, because some people think they're smarter than others in class. They think that they're better off than them. The truth is, people are different. People are not the same. But everyone learns through books. I personally learn through practical. I don't have a lot of theory because I'm not good with theory. I understand with practical things and things that I see. The other thing that I found is education suppresses other fields like art, music. It's very rare for you to be taught such things in modern day school because people are all about the jobs. Like I said, my first point, people are just thinking, hey, will music get me a job? And besides, those people who made it, they just feel so music can't give me a job, So people just end up suppressing maybe their artistic values or qualities for books. And the truth of the matter is, maybe they were never meant to be for books. They were meant to do things like art, and that's where they excel more. So you see, this is in effect of the modern day education system. Okay, I'm sure you get that point. The other thing I found out is that it creates unhealthy competition. You see, everyone is in a competition with the other people because school basically, through those tests, you're always studying, always thinking that you have to beat your friend, even your closest friend. You have to beat him, and that is carried on even to the adulthood life. And what do I mean by that? I'm not saying that competition is bad, but what do I mean by that? I mean, that's why you find people posting a lot of Instagram photos to get followers, because they're like in a competition. People are dressing, overdressing, doing just weird things to their bodies, man. Weird stuff, because they want to get recognized. They want to think or justify to themselves that they're better than other people. So you see, there's that competition embedded by education system, and that is what creates divides. So you see, all these points are interlinked. That is what creates divides, because people will always be individualistic. They will always compete, always do anything for their own selfish goods. And I've said, and I know I've said individualism, but in this case I don't mean thinking wise. I'm meaning like thinking of yourself first, like always thinking of yourself first. You don't care what happens to the other person. That's what I'm talking about. So yeah, so what I would recommend is we should all adopt the education system by Finland. That's the best so far. If you don't know about Finland's education system, you need to do some research or watch a documentary by. One thing I would advise people down out there, if you know your teachers, you know your students, stand up, because we are not the same, and your kids don't have to suffer the same fate that we did. Because the thing about humanity is learning from mistakes, and I believe that we can change this disease or sickness that we have around, and we can have a better tomorrow. So as usual, make suggestions on how I should make these videos better, or you can give this video a thumbs up or thumbs down if you did not like it. You can share it on social media with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe if you want to get more of this. And also, you can suggest what you need me to talk about, and I will see you, or you'll see my videos later. Peace.